Hi, welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Thank you for choosing this tutorial video. Do check out my other videos too. If you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is in this corner over here. And I have 100 hours videos from crochet to amigurumi, clothes to toys, hats to bags, and there's lots more. And today I'm going to make Santa Claus. So I'm using cotton yarn. So I'll need one skin color, one red color, and some blacks. And of course, I would need some fluffy yarn. I have some white fluffy yarn. It looks like this. And this time round, I'm going to use a 3.5 mm hook. Okay, so let's start. Okay, now I'm going to start by making the leg of the shoe. This is the shoe. The shoe is going to be black in color. Since this is so dark, you won't be able to see the stitches. So I use a gray yarn instead to show you how this look like, but the actual Santa Claus or the shoe will be in black. I will curl this. We start off with a magic ring. I'm going to curl this around my finger, make a cross, go to the other side and pull out a loop and make a knot. Or you can make magic ring in any way that is comfortable with you. So once you have a magic ring, do 5 single crochet into the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 single crochet into the ring. Now I'm going to go to the next row. Next row, you go to the first stitch, the first V shape here. This is the first stitch. And go to the first stitch and we'll start to make increase. Oops, sorry. Okay, this is 1 single crochet. I'm gonna make 2 single crochet. So 2 single crochet in each stitch, which make that an increase. So you're gonna do increase in every single stitch. We started off with 5 single crochet, and now with the increase I will have 10 stitches in this row. So next, row 3, I'm going to do 1 single crochet. Let me add a marker. After this single crochet, I'm going to do increase. So you're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 increase. So this row I will have 15 stitches. 1 single crochet, 1 increase. So after this, we're going to go to row 4. Row 4, I'm going to do single crochet all around, but only on the back loop. If you look at this V shape here, this is the front loop. I'm only going to use the back loop. So I'm going to do single crochet all around only on the back loop. This is for row 4. So I should have 15 stitches as well in this row. You will have one line here. They're gonna look like this. So next row you do not need back loop anymore. You just do the normal single crochet on both loops. I'm going to do single crochet in the next 3 stitches. This is 1, 2, 3. After 3 single crochet, I'm going to do 2 together. I'm going to make these 2 stitch into 1. I'm doing an invisible decrease. I go through the front loop, and the front loop I put through 2, put through 2. So 1, 2, I got 2 decrease, or 2 together. Now this is my third one. This is the fourth one. And this is the fifth. So all in you do 5 2 together. After this 5 2 together, you still have 2 more stitch left. These 2 stitch I'm going to do single crochet. So you're gonna look like this. See, it look like a shoe. So here slant in, whereas here is straight. This side is straight, this side slant. And after this, I'm going to do single crochet all around. So previously, because of the decrease or the 2 together, I have 10 stitches in row 5. So this row I should have 10 stitches as well. So this is how it looked like, and actually this is how it looked like as well, just as it's too dark you can't see. So it does look like a shoe, right? So after this, I'm gonna change color to red. So instead of using this, I'm gonna use this to change the color back to red to form the leg. Okay, now I'm gonna change it to red. So I'm gonna remove this, grab the red yarn, this red yarn I'm going to do single crochet on the back loop. This is both loops. I'm just using the back loop. You can bring this along a bit so that it kind of lock it. So this row I have 10 stitches, so which means that once I reach the end of the row, I should have 10 stitches as well. and this one is only on the back loop. And I do not need this black anymore. I'm gonna cut the yarn, and this tree tail here, I'm gonna tie it together. Just tie a knot. Oops. And tuck it in, hide it inside. Just hide it inside the shoe. Now continue with my single crochet all around, only on the back loop. Wait, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I have 10 single crochet all around. So now again I'm going to do single crochet all around from row 8 until row 10, but this time now I do not need front loop or back loop. I'll use both loop and do single crochet all around from row 8 until row 10. So I come back to you once I'm at the end of row 10. Okay, so this is how it look like, the shoe and the leg. And now I'm gonna add the fluffy yarn. You get some white fluffy yarn. You go to the shoe here, just about anywhere between this red and black line. Pull this fluffy yarn over and let it stay like this. Let it stay like this, and we're gonna do single crochet on the back loop. I'm not sure if you can see it. Remember we did the single crochet on the back loop, so this is the remaining front loop. So I'm gonna use it to do single crochet. Just go to the front loop, grab the yarn and do our normal single crochet. You go through around it, join it here, and you will get something like this. So once you're at the end of the row, this yarn, pull it back inside. Grab the yarn and pull it back inside and tie a knot. So I'll come back to you once I go around the whole leg. Once you come to the end of the row, make sure you cover all this. It's not visible. Just pull a bit of a tail. And the same thing, put your hook somewhere here and pull this tail inside. Once it's inside, you have two tails here, and just tie a knot. And hide it back inside just like stuffing. Make sure it goes more onto the shoe part here to plumb this up. Now we have two of it. You make two of it. This one you cut the yarn, this one you don't cut the yarn because I'm going to join this to this. Okay, now I'm going to join these two together. But before I join, I have to take note that the toes, the shoe faces this side. This side you can't see the shoe, whereas this side you can see the shoes, right? So my ending is here, so I guess I have to do some slip stitch to move it to the other side. I'm gonna slip stitch to the side. Not sure if you can see this. This is the front of the shoe. I end here, which is the back. I can't join the back to the back, if not the leg will face one to the left, one to the right. So now I'm going to slip stitch. Let me see, about 2 stitch, slip stitch, 2 slip stitch, and let me see if I slip stitch one more time. Yeah, 2 slip stitch, and you join it to the other. Let me see, so which means I have to join it this way. This is crucial because I have to make sure the shoe faces the right way. Let me see. Okay, if I join it like this, this is the back of the shoe. So the back of the shoe is facing me now. So you've got to make sure where you are going to join it. Okay, I've joined it, and when you place it down, you just make sure this is the part where the shoe is flat, and this is the part where the shoe slants to the front. So you make very sure this is the correct spot before you start joining. Okay, so now when I join this particular row, I'm going to do 3 single crochet followed by an increase. So let me add a marker. I'm going to start from here. This is my 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, the 2 should be here, 2, 3, increase, and then 1, 2, 3, increase. Is that 5 of it? And let me see. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't add this. 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2, 3, increase. 1, 2, 3, increased. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get this right and I'll come back to you. Let me check what's wrong. Okay, sorry, my mistake. Because of the slip stitch, it's kind of difficult to see. I missed one stitch when I count. So you're gonna do, it's best that the first round you just add marker all around to show you where is the next stitch. So I'm gonna do 3 single crochet followed by an increase. So here 1 2 3 increase. This is actually the part that I slip stitch to the next and tie a knot and somehow hide one of the stitch. So 1 2 3 increase, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and do an increase. So you should have 5 sets of it. This is 1 2 3 4 5. So this is how I mark my way. Even for beginners, you can mark your way like this every single row. For me, normally when I join and there's some, especially when the colors or when I slip stitch to the next and it kind of cover the hole, the stitch, I can't see. I thought I made 1 stitch less. So it's best that you add your marker, count your way, make sure everything is in order before you start. Okay, so now I'm gonna do 1. This will be my new, oh sorry, this is going to be my new starting point. So in case you're scared you might get confused, you just add 2 marker, a double marker. Make sure that this is the starting point. So I'm going to do 1 2 3, oops, and I'm gonna do increase, oh sorry, wait, oh this is taken, this one 1, this is my new first stitch. So this is 1 2 3 and you do an increase. I'm so sorry. When one thing goes wrong, everything goes wrong. Let me get that again. One, 2, 3, and I do an increase. Okay, 1 2 3 increase, then you continue 1 2 3 increase, 1 2 3 increase, and come back to you once I'm at the end of this row. Okay, now row 12, I'm going to do 2 single crochet, 1, wait, let me add my marker, 2, and you do an increase, and after this increase do 2 single crochet, 1 2. So you do single crochet, increase, single crochet, single crochet. This makes 1 set. So you're gonna make 5 sets of it, and by the time you come back here you should have 30 stitches. Okay, now row 13. Row 13, I'm going to do 5 single crochet followed by an increase. Let me add a marker. So this is 1 2 3 4 5, and you do increase. So 1 2 3 4 5, increase, and you do 5 sets of it here, 5 sets, and by the time you come back here you should have 35 stitches. Okay, now for the next row I'm going to do 3 single crochet followed by an increase. So don't forget to add your marker. So 1 2 3, and you do increase, and 1 2 3. So 1 2 3 increase, 1 2 3. So it's one set, and you're gonna do 5 sets, and by the time you come back here you should have 40 stitches. And I already add stuffing because I need to stuff up this part here, because once I build too high it's kind of difficult to add stuffing up to this point. So you just add a bit of stuffing, make sure you stuff this part here, the shoe part, nicely. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, now for row 15 I'm going to do single crochet all around, but only on the back loop. This is the front loop, this is the back loop. I'm going to use just the back loop. I'm going to do single crochet all around, meaning that every stitch you're going to do 1 single crochet. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, now for row 16 and 17 we're going to do single crochet all around for 2 rows, but this time on both loops. There's no front loop or back loop, just both loops. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of row 17. Okay, before I start to do reduction, or before I go to the next row, let's do this fluffy yarn onto this front loop. It's easier to do it now than when I build it too high up, because I want to pull it over to the inside. You just put your hook into one of these lines here. Can you see this line? There's one line here. This is the front loop line. And just pull the fluffy yarn to the back. Leave the fluffy yarn tail at the back. And you just put your hook into this line here and do a single crochet. You're gonna do single crochet on the whole stretch. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, I've reached the end of the line. You go back to the first stitch, if you can find it. And you just slip stitch. You can either double crochet, you can either single crochet or slip stitch. And either way, so you can't really see. So you pull a tail. Cut it. Whoops. And this tail here, I'm gonna pull it back to the, just find one spot here and just pull it to the back and tie a knot. And leave this inside. And then you're gonna look like this. Okay, now next row, row 18, we're gonna do decrease. I'm going to do 3 single crochet followed by a decrease or a 2 together. This is 1. Let me add a marker. One, 2, 3, and you do a 2 together, whichever 2 together that you're comfortable with. I'm doing an invisible 2 together, so I'm using the front loop and the front loop. I put through 2 and put through 2, and I'm going to do 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3. So single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet. This makes 1 set. So you're gonna make 5 sets of it, and by the time you come back here, you should have 35 stitches. Okay, now row 19, we're gonna do 5 single crochet. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 single crochet, and you do a 2 together. This is 1 set. So you do 5 sets of it, and by the time you come back here, you should have 30 stitches. In our row 20, I'm going to do 2 single crochet. 1, wait, let me add my marker. 1, 2, and you do a 2 together. I'm using the front loop and the front loop, and you do 2 single crochet again. So single crochet, decrease, single crochet, single crochet. This makes 1 set. You do 5 sets, and by the time you come back here, you should have 25 stitches. Now row 21. Row 21, I'm going to do 3 single crochet followed by a decrease. So this is 1, 2, 3, and you do a 2 together. You do 3 and then a 2 together. So you have 5 sets of it, and by the time you come back here, you should have 20 stitches. Okay, now row 22, I'm going to do 2 single crochet. 1, 2, followed by a 2 together. So you're going to do 5 sets of these, and by the time you come back here, you should have 15 stitches. Okay, this is the end of it. We're gonna slip stitch to the next, chain 1, pull tight, and leave a long tail for sewing. We're gonna connect it to the head with this tail, and later on we're gonna add stuffing. I leave this tail longer, so maybe I need to make 2 rounds on the head, and once I have extra, maybe I'll just hide this tail, this hole here. There's a small hole here that I have not sealed yet. So once I've done this, I'll seal it here. Now we're gonna proceed to the next stage. Okay, now I'm gonna make the hand. I'm gonna start off with this color. If you want the Santa Claus to be wearing a glove, then you can use the glove color. But this one I'm using the head color, the skin color. So you make a magic ring. Inside the magic ring, you're gonna do 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet. So after this 4 single crochet, I'm going to do increase. I go to the first stitch, the first V shape here. I'm gonna do increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into the same stitch. Okay, let me add a marker on the first stitch. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is second increase. Third increase. Fourth increase. So this row you should have 8 stitches, because we started with 4 and now we did increase. So now row 3, I'm going to do single crochet all around. And just add a marker. So you will have 8 stitches in this row, and once you reach here, I'm going to change color, change it to red. So here, before you yarn over the red color. So after you yarn over the red color, I'm going to do it on the back loop. If you see here, you have this V shape here, you have a front loop and a back loop. Do it on the back loop. Do it on the back loop and bring this along for a while to kind of lock it. Just on the back loop. Oops. Alright, let me get this right. So now, since we do not need this color anymore, it's going to be red all the way. So I'm going to cut this yarn here. And you can tie a knot to the red tail here. And also tie a knot to the magic ring tail if you want, and leave all this tail inside the hand. Oops. Wait. Let's see if I have 8 stitches. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 8. So the rest you can just hide it inside. This part here, this front loop here, I'm going to add the fluffy yarn. So you're gonna look like this. So the hand will pop out just a tiny bit because this is kind of fluffy, you can't really see. So I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more rows before I add the fluffy yarn. So row 4 we add red color. Now row 5 I'm going to do single crochet all around. So row 5 you use both loop. You don't have to use front loop or back loop, you use both loop. And I'm gonna add a marker to remind myself where is the first stitch. So I'm gonna do single crochet all around, just 1 single crochet in every stitch. I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, now I'm gonna add the fluffy yarn here. You'll see this line here. This is the front loop from the previous row. So I'll just put my hook here, pull this fluffy yarn inside. Leave the tail inside, and we're gonna crochet here just like before, just like the leg and clothes, the body. So you're gonna put your hook through all this front loop here, this line of front loop here, yarn over, and do a single crochet. And this is the purpose of working on a back loop just now, so that we have this front loop exposed here for us to crochet this part here. And you go to the first one, the first floppy yarn stitch, and you do a slip stitch. So you're gonna look like this. You cut the yarn, use your hook, pull it out pull it inside the hand. Once it's inside, you can just tie a knot and leave it inside the hand. It's kind of floppy, quite difficult to see. Okay, once you have that, push it inside the hand. So this already kind of work as the stuffing, right? So you just push the hand out, and you can see the hand. Okay, push it as far in as possible so that it will not interfere with our crochet in the next row. Okay, now we go to the next row. Next we're going to do next should be row 6. Row 6 I'm going to do 6 single crochet followed by a decrease. Okay. Hope you can see where is your next stitch. This is one. Let's add a marker since there's so many things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After you do 6 single crochet, you will have 2 more stitch left. These 2 stitch you're going to do 2 together, or you can call it a decrease. This complete row 6, so you should have 7 stitches in this row. And we go to row 7. Row 7, we're just going to do single crochet all around, so I should have 7 stitches as well. Okay, we have 7 stitches in this row. This is row 7, by the way. So now row 8, I'm going to do 5 single crochet followed by a decrease. Oops, push all this in. Use a tapestry needle to push all this in. So next row I'm going to do 5 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and once we have 5, you still have 2 more stitch left. Sorry, did I went off screen? You still have 2 more stitch left. You do a 2 together, or you can call it a decrease. So that completes row 8. So after row 8, we're going to go to row 9. Row 9, going to do single crochet all around the single crochet. So I should have 6 stitches in this row, just like before. And that completes the hem. So you go to the next stitch, slip stitch, chain 1, and pull tight, and leave a long tail for sewing. And you're gonna make 2 of them. Now I'm gonna attach the hand before I add more stuffing here. The hand, I want it to face more to the front instead of to the side. Instead of it going to the side, I'm going to sew it this way. So it kind of look like this. So it's up to you whether you want to sew it this way, or this way. And remember the tail. If you see any holes anywhere, you can use this tail. I have sealed the hole here using the tail from this hand. You just do a bit of crisscross here and there and you will seal the hole. So when you attach the hand, you make sure where the shoes face. It's facing this side. This side the shoe is flat. You can't really see the shoe. So this side the toes are, the shoes will appear. So you make sure your hand faces this side. And I'm gonna make it like this. It's like an open arm waiting for a hug. So it's up to you how you want a hand to be. So if I want the hand to be this way, I'm going to sew it like this. If you want your hand to be this way, then you sew this way. This is the hole, you're gonna sew this way. Whereas as for me, I'm going to sew it this way. So first, make a stitch inside to the inside of the body. And make one more stitch here and attach it to the hand, and you just take a look and see if this is the right spot for you. If you think this is the right spot, then you can continue to sew and just hold on tight here. Going to seal this off. Make a few more stitches. Make sure the hand does not looks like it's going to be dangling or whether it's going to come off anytime soon. If you're going to give this to a young child, it's best that you do a few more stitches to really make sure it is nicely secure. So it's gonna look like this. Okay, and now I'm going to do the other parts.